This is Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell, the second issue of his first ongoing series. And this series tends to be forgotten about or overlooked because it came out in 1996 and it was cancelled mid-story due to Marvel's impending bankruptcy. A tragedy as this was a promising new character with a top creative team. And I wish we had gotten to see that story where he competed against Phineas in a high-stakes poker tournament with his mum's life at stake. This is by Fabian Nicieza. Him and David Peter will be the two people mainly responsible for charting the ongoing adventures of Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell. Probably not working in this book's favour is that this sophomore issue in the 90s has no action whatsoever, but it is doing some important and obvious character stuff. This is genis-vell's first meeting with Dickie Jones, who used to be his dad's sidekick / best friend. And we also have Dickie Jones's gorgeous wife, Marla Jane. Both of these characters will go on to be important supporting characters in Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell's subsequent series. But here we are doing that bullshit writing trick of starting off mid-story and then having a flashback to show how we got there. And it is at some of its most pointless in this one. We get to see genis-vell on New Genesis with Father and the New Gods. And we get cameo appearances from Shade, the Changing Man, and more importantly, my beloved Moondragon, beautiful bald lady Moondragon, and she is in a coma. And Anna, this is serious. Moondragon will also go on to feature in the David Peter run on this character. So this issue is really notable for having Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell, meet most of these characters for the first time. Now this is actually my second take for this video because I went on such a long-winded... I spent 15 minutes on this page talking about Moondragon, and I cannot do that again, so unfortunately you'll miss out on something that this issue actually suggests about her and my theories on it. But it did remind me that I still need to do a video about why Moondragon is a great character, because she is, but she's also fucking sexy too. So Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell, he goes to Earth to meet Dickie Jones, and there's also a whole ongoing story about genis-vell being framed for cosmic treason. And genis-vell, he goes on Dickie Jones's talk show to try and tell people that he is innocent of his cosmic crimes. But I didn't really get how that is going to help, since nobody on Earth is even aware of what he's meant to have done. and I doubt that people in the shi'ar empire are sitting down to watch the new episode of Keeping It Real with the Joneses. We get a little interesting beat where they get a caller who points out that there is already a superhero called Captain Marbles, the real one, and she is called Monica Rambeau. And as you can see, that caller is actually Monica Rambeau herself. This sadly goes unresolved until they just abruptly decide to change her code name. It's kind of annoying that they didn't really give Monica out to really dare beyond seem like an insecure woman upset about her name being stolen. Also, I wasn't kidding when I said there is no action whatsoever in this issue. We have great art and some fun writing. We have got a really good character and a smart decision to bring in some of the history of Captain Marbles, the real ones, and bring it into play with this new version, genis-vell. But just you wait for this next page when we see our teaser for next issue. You will not believe in a million years who Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell, you will not believe who he is gunning up against. We didn't get to see him fight Thanius, but that is okay because we are gunning to get to see him fight Adam X, the x-treme. If any Marvel character deserves a heavy metal cutaway song, it is Adam X, the x-treme. I expect the comments down below to light up with love for Adam X, the x-treme. He's so extreme, even his braids have X's on them. I don't know how much of this is the case. We have a good character and a good creative team versus it actually being a good comic. I will forever bemoan the fate of Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell. He should never have been put out of pasture. I also think it was unfortunate for his impact that he was introduced just after Jim Starman's Affinity trilogy ended, and then he died just before Annie All Nation and the big resurgence of Marvel D and Cosmic Stories. They had this cosmic character for the 12 years where they didn't really do cosmic stories or regular big cosmic crossovers. Outside of his own book and Thunderbirds and maybe Avengers occasionally, Captain Marbles, the real one, genis-vell, he just wasn't getting that much play in the wider universe. And you can see that nowadays because very few people actually seem aware of this character's existence. Moondragon was in this comic, so it automatically gets 7 thumbs up. You see, what this is that once again, she has been overlooked, which is a recurring theme in her life. She tragically never got what she wanted, but this time it is actually her own fault rather than cosmic design. And what we see is that she has a rather unhealthy obsession with fulfilling her impossible dream. She absolutely, canonically, has had sex with both his children, and I would read this here as suggesting she and their mum are lesing it up.